I want to share something with you today. This is kind of out of my childhood. When I was a kid, I remember around the 80s, early 80s, there was these series of shows that were animated. I guess they were the first anime series that came out. Anyway, it was called Star Blazers. And the premise of the story, at least for the first season, was that Earth was being bombarded and attacked by this race, the Gamelons. They were throwing planet bombs at the Earth, and what it was doing was it was actually ripping off the atmosphere of the planet, and the radiation was causing the poison in the planet to die. Anyway, Earth was going to be saved by this other alien named Queen Iskandar. Queen Starsha of Iskandar. And what they ended up doing was, in order to get to her, because the fleet of the Earth's defenses were destroyed. Anyway, make a long story short, there was the sunken Battleship Yamato, the Imperial flagship during World War II that was sunk. And what they did was they resurrected it, and they turned it into a spaceship. This is the space battleship Yamato, but what I remember, its name is the Argo, because in the series Star Blazers it was the Argo. I'm not sure if Yamato is Japanese for Argo. Anyway, I want to tell you guys the experience I had on eBay. Well, I see this kit on eBay, and it's about to end, and it's the Argo. And I'm thinking, oh gee, that would be so cool to have a model like this. Well, to make a long story short, the bids were up to, I think it was 15. I bid as high as 20 because the shipping was $9. So I'm thinking, well, 30 bucks I can get a ship of the Argo, I can have that model in my collection to kind of relive my childhood. What I didn't realize is the 2202 on the front, well, that's got anything and nothing to do with the scale. Imagine my surprise when I got the box in the mail and saw how small it was. I'm still happy. It's still cool because it's the Argo, but the price I paid, I was hoping it'd be a little bit bigger. This is by Bandai, and you can see the top is in Japanese, and some of it's in English. Star Blazers is in English. I'm going to put photos up so you can see the box a little more clearly. You can see they put a sticker on it with the choking hazards and stuff. They put that over, and you can see the Yamato. And on the bottom it's written in Japanese. Turn it around, and you can see the sides of the box. Again, this is Bandai. And like I said, I do like the model. There's nothing on the back. I do like the model kit. I do like Star Blazers. I just wish that the seller would have been a little more honest in the size. Because, you know, they do a close-up of the box, and you're thinking, oh, that's cool, you know? If you get 30 bucks, maybe it'd be about almost a foot long. But that wasn't the case. So let me go ahead, I'm going to open it up to show you. And let me show you right off the bat. Again, I'm going to put photos up for you guys. It's upside down. They put the instructions, they printed it on the box. And this kit requires no glue. It is a snap kit. But of course, we all know that even though it's a snap kit, glue always works best. So, let's put that over to the side. Let me show you right off the bat. It all comes out in a package. You can see how it is packaged. It's very small. You can see this is the hull of the ship, and this is my hand. Let me go ahead and open it up for you. So, you can see the base. It's the base that comes with it. It's a pretty cool little base. And the parts you don't have to paint because they're modeled in the color that it needs to be. Now that's better when I put it to the light. Let's see the white parts. And the dark gray or bluish gray. You can see the bottom of the hull. This is actually the upper part of the hull. Above the waterline. You see the engine right there. I mean, the detail on this is pretty cool. Look at the decks. And the last part tree, you see made in Japan, and this one has the other half, the upper part of the hull. You can see where the bridge goes, the guns that mount to the side. Like I said, the detail in this is pretty cool. I'll show you the... Yeah, you get 4 trees that contain parts for the ship. 2 are in the blue, dark bluish gray. Then you have 2 in the dark red that go below the waterline. And the last part, or the last tree, is for the stand. There is a part on there also that goes on the ship somewhere. Yeah, actually this just attaches to the bottom so you can display it on the stand. And that's in black plastic. The bottom of the box, it shows a lot of writing. It's in Japanese. I don't know exactly what it says, and there's no English translations anywhere. On the bottom, international customers, please visit BondiHobby.net. That's on the bottom part of the box, and that's it. That's what it comes with. Put this to the side. This is still an interesting little kit, only because I've never seen anything related to Star Blazers. I think it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's almost like reliving my childhood. I would come home after school, and they would be Star Blazers. There would be this show called Force 5, where there would be a different bunch of guys, and they would get into their ship, and the ship would actually come, all the little ships, individual fighters would come together and they'd make a robot. I don't remember what that was. That Guy King? I don't remember. It's been so long. In the space, they had this one called the Space Dragon. That was pretty cool. When it would go into its defenses, it would curl up and bring the tail in. I think that's the one that had Guy King, the robot, in the Space Dragon. The one with the Force 5, I don't remember what robot that was. Because I know one of the characters where they had like foul tip. I don't really remember those. It was Star Blazers I was more into. And I remember I thought Leader Deathlock was pretty cool. Leader Deathlock was the leader of the Gamelons. And they eventually defeat the Gamelons. What ends up happening is, in the next series, Earth is threatened again by Prince Zordar. And he's got the Common Empire, and that's pretty cool. But anyway, this ship is pretty cool. This is part of my childhood. You got the wave motion gun in front. You got the laser cannons. and it's pretty cool. I still think it's cool. Matter of fact, they came out with a movie simply titled Space Battleship Yamato, and it's an amazing film. I watched it. It was in Japanese. I had no idea what they were saying, but it was so cool, and I love Star Blazers so much that I just watched the whole thing a couple of times anyway, even though it was in Japanese. They touched on Captain Avatar, and the wave. When they did the wave motion gun, the movie effects were really cool. Fellow fans of Star Blazers, you probably should check that out, because that was really cool. And I know they have different models. Some of the models, like the 1/350 scale of this, I found on eBay, and it's like, woo, through the roof, really expensive. I like Star Blazers, but my first love is Star Trek, and I can't see spending that amount of money on the Argo, because it doesn't have the place in my heart that the Enterprise does. But anyway, this is the Bandai Star Blazers Argo, or Space Battleship Yamato, and I'm not really sure what scale this is. This could be 1/2200. Maybe it could be smaller than that. I'm not sure. If I find out, I'll put it on the screen. I wish that the seller had put a scale up, or like measurements, to see how small it actually was, because this was 30 bucks. You know, you figure 30 bucks you get a decent sized model kit. But anyway, it still is. It's Star Blazers, and I'm adding it to my collection because I don't really have anything from Star Blazers, and I thought this was pretty cool. And if you guys also like Star Blazers and you want to check out that movie, Space Battleship Yamato, the effects were incredible, and it was really great. I liked it a lot. Again, I hope they come out with one. Maybe if I get the DVD, it'll have English subtitles underneath. And fellow fans of Star Blazers, check out the other models that they have. It seems like it's becoming more popular, probably since that movie was released. But anyway, that's the model kit that I wanted to share with you today. I thank you for watching, and take care.